EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a short kick taken at about the 16. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 9-yard pickup just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays. at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Here's a give to Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Lawrence will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, here's Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
of the shotgun. Breida. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A gain of 3, second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trubisky. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. He's at the 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now Lawrence. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Etienne, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And his guys are going to take over the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Blue draw corkers. Hey, Alpha. 49, guys.
Here's Lawrence. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
And that's on the guard, Cody Ford.
After the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Trubisky will throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky under pressure. They got him again. Jack working free that time to take him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the 1st half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Just ran the ball for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A handoff for Etienne. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. To return is McKenzie. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They run again with Breida. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many this
Defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Agnew now to return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They run. Robinson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29. On third down, Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down at 5. Here's Trubisky. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's taken down inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Trubisky on 1st down. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give to Breida. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll look to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
6-6. Bullet high. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Matt Milano able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
Now it's Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, he's going to let let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On first down, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Jags, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.